being a nice guy is that women are still being given the message that our greatest value is our ability to care for and to nurture others. So I'll say for myself that when I let myself know that I'd outgrown my marriage and that in order to pursue my own happiness, I had to leave a really decent man.
No, you didn't.
It messed with me because
it should.
It seemed like a very uncaring thing to do.
It was.
And I was also telling myself that it was kind of a selfish thing to do.
Absolutely.
To do that to my husband and to my kids, and I knew it was going to, obviously affect the whole family. And, most of us do care as well.
Okay, guys, let's cut through the crap. When loyalty is a lie, this message is for you who thought she'd stick around through thick or thin, but you found out the hard way that was not the case. If you've ever asked, how could she do this to me? Maybe you even asked her that question and you got some lame response or no response at all. You're not alone, man. I'm sure this woman in the video, her husband asked the same question. This is not about heartbreak. This is about betrayal. And betrayal cuts much deeper than most men are allowed to admit in our society. Today we're going to expose it though. Welcome to part 1 of this Resilient Man series, Betrayal Cuts Deep. Let's get into it. When loyalty is a lie. So betrayal isn't just about her walking away. It's how she stayed just long enough to get what she needed and then flip the script. It's the weaponized silence, the long periods of coldness and distance, the emotional shift where you go from being everything to her to being nothing, seemingly overnight. Have you experienced this as a man? I have. How did you go from being the best thing in her life, maybe even the love of her life as she swore you were, to being nothing? And society has the nerve to say, hey man, just move on. No, that's not what men should do. Because for men, betrayal is shattering to us in our identities. You didn't just lose a woman. You lost the illusion of loyalty. You lost what you thought you had. And worse, you blamed yourself. Hopefully this message will help you make a paradigm shift now. It was her lack of character and integrity, not you, my friend. Just like the woman here in this message. Total lack of character and integrity, no devotion, no loyalty to her husband or even her children. Here's the part that stings though. Most men saw the red flags, but ignored them. I'll admit to you, I did. And man, did I pay a high price for it emotionally. You may have told yourself she's just under stress, she'll come back, she's just going through a phase right now. But deep down, you knew. You felt the energy shift. You saw the phone flipped upside down. You noticed the decrease in her effort, in her interest, the many excuses, the distance, the lack of intimacy. And why didn't you act? Because as a man, you're taught to be the rock. You're taught to be strong, to endure, to tough it out. But here's what nobody tells you. Not every woman deserves that endurance. Let that sink in for a moment. Because not every woman is actually invested. I give you Exhibit A, the woman in the video we just watched. Some women are just passing through. You're a pit stop. You're a phase. You're a provider until she finds someone better, until she upgrades. Has this been your experience? How did it affect you? Comment your thoughts down below. Why does betrayal hit men differently and harder? Let's be honest here. Betrayal doesn't just break your heart. It breaks your code as a man. Men don't love like women do. We love with purpose. We build, we invest, we protect, we love with legacy. So when betrayal hits, it's not about the breakup per se, it's about the disrespect after all that sacrifice. Does that ring true for you? She knew what you gave up. She saw you put yourself last. She saw you work overtime, fix problems, solve her crises, and still hold it together. And in the end, she traded you for attention, comfort, excitement, or worse, she left without a single explanation. She felt she could do better. Most men suffer through this in silence because we're told betrayal makes us weak. But here's the truth, my friend. It doesn't make you weak. It wakes you up. And brother, if you've been betrayed, this is your wake-up call. And I'm a man who speaks from experience. I was betrayed by my ex. I was broken when she walked out. But I turned that anger and brokenness from that betrayal into motivation. Motivation to remove myself from a relationship and a marriage that was absolutely miserable. And I've gone on to craft an awesome life that I'm building today. This is what I hope for you watching this message. So let's talk about the mask that she wore. Let's talk about the deception itself. Again, I experienced it firsthand. Betrayal isn't just the act, it's the performance leading up to it. She smiled, she cuddled, she said, "I love you," all while she was emotionally checking out. Okay? I was told for years, "You are everything to me. I'm on your team for life," until she wasn't. She had been making future plans and laying the groundwork for an exit, just like the woman in the video here. I would imagine her performance was Oscar level. Maybe it was the same with you. You were giving, she was plotting. And worst of all, she kept taking even when her heart had left long ago. This is the cruelty that most men simply cannot wrap their heads around. Not because we're weak, but because we are loyal. We assume that love means reciprocity. But in this modern world, that assumption is dangerous to men. Men today need to accept this truth. Not every smile means loyalty. Not every "I love you" means she's all in. Some women are actresses, and you were just her scene partner. It's just the reality of things. So what do you do with that pain? You turn it into perception. It opens your eyes once and for all. You were blind and now you see. Betrayal exposes weaknesses, but not just hers, yours. The weakness in your vetting, the weakness in your boundaries, the weakness in your belief that love is enough. That pain that you feel from betrayal, use it. Don't numb it. Don't drown it. Study it. Learn it. Feel it. Remember it, because it will keep you on the straight and narrow. It will keep you more aware as a man as you move forward with much better discernment now. See, a man who's been betrayed and learns from it, he is 10 times more stronger than a man who's never been hurt. If you've been betrayed, I feel you, brother. But more importantly, I respect you, because now you are no longer guessing. From this point on, you're a man with clarity, and clarity creates power. She played the game. Now you play with rules, boundaries, better discernment. You were loyal to the wrong one, but you can still be loyal to the right one, starting with yourself. Incidentally, this does not mean you can't or shouldn't have a woman in your life if that's what you choose. It simply means that from the experiences you've suffered through, you are now much more discerning when it comes to the woman you allow in your life. So, guys, this is part one of our Betrayal Cuts Deep series here on Resilient Man channel. Part two is coming up. It's called Used, Then Replaced, the Psychology of Female Betrayal. We're going to break down exactly why she did what she did and how to see it coming next time. I'll put the link in the description. Check it out. Here in Resilient Man, we do not stay broken. We build, we reclaim, we thrive. So like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button for me right now. Support the channel. And share this content with a brother out there who needs to hear it. Stay sharp. Stay resilient. Know your worth. Protect your peace.